So today we are going to study about the logarithmic integration, and we will see how to evaluate the indefinite integrals by using the logarithmic rules of integration. So keep it in mind that if the function is written in the denominator, so for example it's 5x squared plus 3 is written, and here 10x and here dx is written. So let's see, there are two questions which I am writing in front of you. First of all, analyze the two questions and check out what is the difference between these two questions. So look at the part A. The part A is written as a rational function. There is a polynomial function in the numerator and polynomial function in the denominator. Similarly, part B is same as the first part. The only difference is that it has a power in the denominator. So understand the things that whenever you have a rational function, focus always in the denominator. Once you focus the denominator, check what is the power of the equation. So the power of the whole equation is nothing, which means 1. So if it is so, the second thing, check that do you have the derivative of the denominator written in the numerator? So check, derivative of 5x squared is 10x and derivative of 3 is 0. No need to write. So yes, 10x is present on the top. Once it is written, what we do, we write our formula u prime over u du, which is equals to ln of u plus c. So what you are going to write, because the derivative is on the top, you just apply the formula ln of denominator, that is 5x squared plus 3 and plus c. Now look at the second question. As I said that if you have a rational function, you have to focus in the denominator. But in the denominator, if you see, there is a power other than 1. So if in the denominator there is a power other than 1, then always try to do something else. But in our case, we will use the substitution method only. So let's see. If there is a power, bring it up. So it will become 10x. When you bring this function on the top, the sign of the power changes. Now you can see here, you all know that you can apply the substitution method if and only if the derivative of the inner function of the complex function is written beside. So here the complex or the composite function is 5x squared plus 3 whole power negative 2. The derivative of the inner function 5x squared is 10x, which is written beside. So we will apply here the power rule. According to the power rule, if u to the power n du is written and u prime is written with it, then you have to apply u n plus 1 over n plus 1 and plus c. So we ignore the derivative. We never write the derivative in the answer. So we write the u. U is the inner function. That means 5x squared plus 3. We add 1 in the power. So minus 2 plus 1 gives you minus 1. In the denominator, we write n plus 1. So minus 2 plus 1 gives you minus 1 plus c. So see very closely, look at the difference, that if in the denominator the power is 1, you apply the logarithmic rule, whereas if there is some other power, then you always apply the power rule. So the question is integral sign 8x plus 4 over 4x squared plus 4x. So whenever any rational function is given to you, first see what is the power in the denominator. For the whole equation, the power is nothing, means the 1. Now after this, you have to check if the derivative is on the top or no. So the derivative of 4x squared is 8x, which is written in the numerator, and the derivative of 4x is 4, which is written in the numerator. So feel free to apply the logarithmic rules. You will write ln of u. U means the denominator. So you will get 4x squared plus 4x plus c. Another question. Here again, if you look at the denominator has power 1. Now check the derivative of the denominator. So if you look here, the derivative of x square is 2x and the derivative of 4x is 4. Now 2x plus 4 is not given in the numerator. So what is given? There is something given to you, that is x plus 2. So just take the 2 common from your own derivative. So you will get x plus 2 times 2 will gives you 4. So x plus 2. So check what you have in the question. In the question you have x plus 2. You are missing with the 2. So write the 2 inside and write the 1 over 2 outside. Because if we bring one constant from our cell, if we are multiplying it, here we have to divide it also. So once it is done, now the derivative is inside, everything is inside, 1 over 2 is outside the integral sign, so we write 1 over 2 and inside we will apply the logarithm formula, ln of u, and u is always in the denominator. Look at the other question, that is x squared plus 3 over x4 plus 12x dx, everything inside the integral sign. So as I said, check the denominator. The denominator has 1 power. The derivative of x4 is 4x cube and derivative of 12x is 12. Now on the top you have x squared plus 3, not the required thing. But if I take the 4 common, so it is your x cube. Okay. So if I take the 4 common, I will have x cube plus 3 left. Now I don't have the 4. So what I will write? I will write first of all my question as it is. Because 4 is not here, so I multiply it with the 4 and I divide it with the 4 here. So what I am dividing, I am writing outside the integral sign because it is a constant. Now inside you have the main function, you have its derivative on the top, apply the logarithmic formula. So 1 over 4 as it is, then you will write ln of denominator, that means x to the power 4 plus 12x and then plus c because it is indefinite integral. One question more and have a look again. Look at the denominator. The denominator has 1 power. Now check its derivative. So derivative of 5x cube is 15x square plus derivative of 5x is 5. Now compare your derivative with the thing which is given. So it's given 3x square and 15 divided by 3 will gives me 5. So 5 is my common. Left x square plus 1. It means 5 is missing from the question. So in that case, I will multiply and divide with the number that is missing from my question to make the perfect derivative. So I write 5 inside, 1 over 5 outside. Once it is done, since 1 over 5 is outside, I will write 1 over 5 outside and then log of the denominator, that is 5x cube plus 5x and then plus c. 2 more questions to go from the same concept. Again, if you have some complicated equation down and it has 1 power, what you have to do, just make sure that its derivative is on the top. So the derivative of denominator I am writing, which is 3x square plus 3 times 2, it will be 6x, and derivative of 9x is 9. So if I compare with my given question, I will come to know that 3 is missing. So I will write the 3 inside and outside I will write 1 over 3. So it will give you x square plus 2x plus 3 inside and x cube plus 3x square plus 9x in the denominator. Now what you have, 1 over 3 is outside, write it as it is. This is a perfect formula. This is the which is written in the form of u prime over u. So I will write ln of my u that is in the denominator. So just understand the pattern. Now last question, if I look at the denominator, the derivative is 3x squared plus 12x, and I can say that 3 is not written. Outside I will write 1 over 3. Now everything is inside, so I will write 1 over 3, apply the logarithmic rule, that means ln of the denominator, which is x cubed plus 6x squared plus 5 and then plus c as it is. That's all. If you don't understand anything regarding this pattern, then just send me the message and I will reply you back.